Hi, and welcome to our very first Zoom meeting. This meeting, what we are going to talk about is social media in organizations. And we will also discuss our first paper. I'd like to welcome you, and I enjoy discussing the topic of social media with you in our discussion forums. So let's take a look at some social media trends. We know that more advertising is taking place on social media, that there is very much less reliance on the written word and more on videos. Extensive use of analytics and AI all the way through. Animation is taking a new step forward in videos. There's large budgets being put into effect for social media and long-term strategies by organizations. More trends. Because of the shifting demographics, workplace and talent development is taking place on social media. Social media is focused not only on customer to business, but business to business as well. There is targeted reporting of traffic patterns, and that's very relevant for businesses, as well as developing leads for businesses. And then there's a new group that is leading the growth in innovations. They're engaged in multiple digital platforms. Social media, as you know, allows us to connect to a larger audience. And I think this quote is a good one. It says, all organizations, no matter what they are social organizations. And as a result, there's a power of social listening through social media. That is really intent on what your customers or your clients are saying. Customers are looking for, what value is there in this for me? And what we need to see, if it's going to be effective, is social media used in all aspects of an organization. Social media influences buying decisions. I don't know about you, but when I go to buy any kind of product, before I really purchase it, I will look at reviews to see what other people are saying about the product. If I see a lot of negative comments, I'll choose the other brand. So it's very influential in buying decisions. There are algorithms that are behind all of the sites that diverts feeds. Some of the things are not even seen by viewers. More of the paid ads are directed at reaching groups. This is special interest groups. And some of the most effective use of social media is when the customers become involved in the process of creating content. And I think you'll see that as you continue on with your readings on social media. Now we're up to our first paper. Couple of things that you really need to be aware of. One of them is that I want you to avoid at all costs using quotes. Instead, rewrite in your own words and reference a source. The reason for this is it's extremely difficult to build an argument based on quotes. It's a quote, and then you say something in a quote, but that's not an argument. That's not a logical argument. And the idea, the dissertation itself is one big argument. So it's important for you when you're in these courses to build the skills that you need. So when you get to do your dissertation chapters, you're not struggling with them. The paper, social media paper, this first one, is 7 to 10 pages. Type double-spaced, usual APA. The pages do not include the page count. It doesn't include the title page. It doesn't include any abstract. It doesn't include the reference page. It doesn't include diagrams, graphics, tables, pictures, or charts. It's purely written text. And it doesn't include long bulleted lists either. Because if you have long bulleted lists, again, you're defeating the purpose. You're not building an argument. You can't. So it's important for you to use proper APA style. There is, in the announcements, there is a sample paper. There are links that are included in the announcements to help you with APA. So also, the other thing to consider is you are required to have at least three peer-reviewed scholarly sources. You go to the library, you can click a box, it says peer-reviewed, and it will bring up peer-reviewed journal articles. Make sure you have 3 of them. In our discussions, generally, we're discussing the topic, so we use some blogs and some recent social media posts to kind of discuss the topic. And we still reference sources when we're doing that writing. We still make our references in APA, but those are not peer-reviewed sources particularly, except maybe the book that you have for the course. So it's important that you follow the guidelines for the social media paper. It's designed to help you so that when you go to do your dissertation, you're not going to be struggling. What the focus of this paper is the challenges of implementing social media and marketing. So that's what this paper is all about. I look forward to our discussions. They are so rich and so much fun on this really exciting topic of social media. So I wish you a great week, and I look forward to meeting you in class.